What if a single arrow could shatter a kingdom and crown a conqueror from across the sea? Imagine a duke's bold claim igniting a war that reshaped nations. In the year 1066, England stood on the brink of chaos. Harold Godwinson, fresh from a brutal victory over Vikings at Stamford Bridge, claimed the English crown. But his rivals were watching, lurking in the shadows. But could a Norman duke across the sea really seize a throne? It all started with a dying king's vague oath, sparking a three-way battle for England's fate. The most ambitious claimant, Duke William of Normandy, wasn't just going to ask nicely. He assembled an army of 7,000 warriors, knights, archers, and infantry, and set sail to claim his so-called right. William wasn't just invading, he was crashing a royal party, uninvited. On September 28th, the Normans hit English soil, raiding the countryside and building fortresses as they waited for King Harold. Harold, hearing the news, did the unthinkable. He raced his exhausted army to 150 miles south in just a few days. Would this incredible march save his kingdom, or would fatigue doom his defense? On October 14th, the two armies met on Senlac Hill near Hastings. The stage was set for a river of blood. The English, known as Saxons, formed a massive shield wall on top of the hill, a near-impenetrable fortress of wood, steel, and bodies, armed with terrifying battle axes. Below them, William's Normans prepared to charge. What happens when an unbreakable shield wall meets an unstoppable force of charging knights? Dawn broke with a volley of arrows, a deadly hail raining down on the Saxon shields. Then, William's foot soldiers began the long, bloody slog uphill. Wow, the Saxon wall held like solid iron. Next came the cavalry. Knights on massive war horses thundered up the slope, but the steep ground favored the defenders. Axes cleaved through armor, men, and even horses. Harold's elite housecarls hacked brutally at the attackers. The Normans were faltering. Then, a rumor swept through the Norman ranks. William was dead. Chaos erupted. Troops began to flee in terror. Could this be the end for the invaders? But William lived. Tearing off his helmet so his men could see his face, he bellowed, turning a panicked retreat into a genius, deadly trap. Seeing the Normans flee, some of the Saxons broke their perfect shield wall, charging downhill in a frenzy of victory. It was a fatal mistake. William's knights wheeled around, encircling the now exposed Saxons and cutting them to pieces. The field soaked red as thousands fell in the brutal, swirling melee. And then it happened, the arrow that changed history. A single shaft, fired high into the air, plunged down from the sky, piercing King Harold's eye and sealing his doom. With their king down, could the English line possibly hold? By dusk, the shield wall had shattered. The Normans were victorious. William had conquered England. From a duke's ambition to a king's bloody coronation, a new era dawned. William became the conqueror, and his harsh rule began, crushing rebellions and building imposing castles across the land. The English language, its laws, and its very destiny were changed forever, with echoes we still feel today. What if Harold had dodged that arrow? We can only wonder. If this epic conquest hooked you, smash that like button and subscribe for more of history's greatest battles. What do you think? Was William's invasion an act of glory or tyranny? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching.
If you enjoyed this story, strike the like button and follow the channel.